Today we'll talk about how to enter your BAS scoring information into Linkit. First, make sure that you have all of your data stored on your class record form. There are a couple of places where we're going to store the data. The first one is on the student folder. This is also where you can store all of your BAS testing sheets. Inside of the folder, you can keep track of the student's longitudinal reading progress by putting the date that you tested and the level of the instructional ability for that student inside. Once you have a hard copy of your data for each student recorded, next we'll enter the data into Linkit. Go to kcsd.linkit.com and sign in with your school Google account. Once you've signed in with your school Google account, you'll want to click on Data Locker. When you click on Data Locker, you'll see that you have the option to enter results. Some of this information may be populated for you if you are a teacher. If not, you'll need to select the student's grade and then the subject, the test bank, which is 21, 22, and your grade levels F&P results. And then we're going to select the form. Please notice that there are 3 forms for this test. There is end of year, middle of year, and beginning of year. For the purposes of this scoring, we're going to select beginning of year. From there, you can select the student's school and teacher. I'm going to select homeroom, and then I see that my students appear. When my students are labeled blue, they're all selected. You could select all students if you'd like to enter all data at once, or you can select none to just choose individual students. For the purposes of this training, I'm going to select one student. When I'm finished selecting students or selecting all, I'll click Enter Results. Now I'm ready to enter results for my student or students. I find it easiest to see all of the data by entering full screen mode. In the upper right-hand corner of your data entry window, click Full Screen. Now I can see all of the data on one screen. I can see my student here, and I'm ready to enter his instructional level, Q. Then I entered his accuracy at 98%. And finally, I'm ready to enter the comprehension score. You'll need to enter the comprehension level based on your BAS scoring guide. For this student's score, he earned an 8 out of 9 on levels Q. So we'll enter a comprehension score of proficient. If I wanted to add a note about the student, I could click Add Notes here, and a field would appear to type a note about that student with today's date. In order to save the note, just click Save. When I'm finished, at the bottom of my screen, I want to make sure I click Save Results. Once I've saved results, I can see that there is a score saved for that student when I exit full screen. If I had to check my results or go back in and change something, I could simply go back into Data Locker, enter results, select my students, and click Enter Results. I can see the results for the students that have already been entered. Or I can edit results from students who are still waiting for a score. I can see the score that I've entered here. If I had to change something, I can click back into the field and change it. If I had to clear changes, I could select the students from whose score I wanted to clear and click Clear Changes, or simply type over the score or scores that I typed in before. Make sure when you're finished, you click Save Results.